Most men over 60 don't realize it, but what they're doing in the hour before bed, or not doing, could be wrecking their erections and silently damaging their prostate. And by the time the symptoms show up, like weaker streams, nighttime urgency, or softness in the bedroom, the damage has already been building for years. But here's the good news. These habits are easy to spot and even easier to fix. So if you want to take back control of your health without pills or procedures, hit subscribe and turn on the bell right now. And if you're curious whether your bedtime habits are helping or hurting your performance, drop a 1 in the comments if you're feeling strong, or a 0 if things feel off. Your feedback helps me tailor every video to your needs. Now, let's dive into the first damaging bedtime habit. Bedtime habit 1. Eating too close to bedtime. Late night eating is one of the most common silent saboteurs of male health after 60. You might think a small snack before bed is harmless, or even helpful to sleep. But the science says otherwise. When you eat within an hour or two of lying down, your digestion kicks into high gear just when your body wants to rest. This keeps your insulin levels elevated through the night, which lowers testosterone and increases inflammation, especially in the prostate gland. This matters because testosterone drops during poor sleep and rises during deep rest. But when your body is busy breaking down food, it never reaches that deep healing state. Your prostate stays inflamed, your testosterone stays low, and your erections over time become weaker and less frequent. Worse, eating high-carb or sugary snacks like crackers, cookies, cereal, or even fruit can spike blood sugar, triggering nighttime urination. That leads to broken sleep, poor bladder control, and long-term pressure on your urinary tract. If you often wake up to pee more than once a night, look at your evening snacks. Try to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. And if you need a small bite, go for a few walnuts or a slice of turkey. Both support better sleep and hormonal balance. Bedtime habit 2. Falling asleep with the TV or phone on. This is a big one. Most men don't think twice about drifting off while watching the news or scrolling their phone. But the light from these screens, especially blue light, suppresses melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. Why does that matter? Melatonin doesn't just help you fall asleep, it protects your prostate, reduces inflammation, and supports testosterone production. When melatonin is low, your sleep becomes shallow, your hormone balance suffers, and your body's repair processes slow down, including blood flow to the penis. Studies have found that even 30 minutes of screen time before bed can reduce deep sleep stages by up to 50%. That means you may be in bed for 8 hours but still wake up tired, sluggish, and underperforming, both mentally and physically. If you're used to winding down with a screen, try this instead. 30 minutes before bed, turn off all screens and switch to soft lighting. Read a physical book, take a warm shower, or listen to calm music. These small shifts can dramatically improve sleep quality and restore your hormonal rhythm. Bedtime habit 3. Holding your urine overnight. This may surprise you, but holding in your pee overnight can slowly stretch and weaken your bladder, irritate your prostate, and lead to long-term urinary problems. When your bladder stays full for too long, the pressure builds and can backflow toward the kidneys. This irritates the prostate and contributes to frequent urgency, incomplete emptying, and that dribble some men experience in the morning. Over time, holding urine too often, especially if you're dehydrated, increases your risk of prostate inflammation and even infection. And let's not forget, an inflamed prostate often means disrupted erections, difficulty starting your stream, and interrupted sleep. Always try to empty your bladder fully before bed. Don't rush it. Stand comfortably. Breathe. Relax. Let the bladder drain completely. This small act can save you from bigger problems down the line. Bedtime habit 4. Sleeping on your stomach. It might feel comfortable, but sleeping on your stomach can compress the pelvic region, reduce blood flow, and irritate the nerves connected to your prostate and penis. Older men already struggle with circulation, especially to the extremities. Adding pressure to the pelvic floor while sleeping can make nighttime erections weaker and morning ones disappear entirely. If you often wake up with stiffness in your lower back, dull aches in your pelvis, or you've noticed your nighttime erections fading, check your sleep position. Try sleeping on your back with a small pillow under your knees or on your side with a pillow between your legs. These positions support proper circulation, reduce pressure on the prostate, and help restore the natural signals that control arousal and blood flow. Bedtime habit 5. Skipping water or drinking the wrong way. Yes, water. Not drinking enough before bed can lead to concentrated urine, which irritates the bladder and prostate during the night. But drinking too much all at once can cause you to wake multiple times, breaking your sleep and stressing your hormones. The key is balance. Older men often fear drinking water late because they don't want to wake up and pee. But slight dehydration at night puts more pressure on your prostate, increases urinary tract irritation, and leads to more frequent waking, not less. Here's the better way. Stop drinking large amounts 1 hour before bed, but make sure you're hydrated during the day, especially after dinner. A small glass of water 45–60 minutes before sleep keeps things balanced. Add a pinch of sea salt or magnesium glycinate if you struggle with nighttime urination. It helps with fluid retention and deep sleep. Bedtime habit 6. Ignoring stress before sleep. Most older men carry their stress into bed without realizing it. Whether it's worry about finances, health, loneliness, or just unfinished thoughts from the day. Going to sleep with a cluttered, anxious mind causes a hormonal chain reaction that harms your prostate and your erections. When you're stressed, your body produces more cortisol, your fight-or-flight hormone. And high nighttime cortisol levels are one of the fastest ways to lower testosterone. Not only that, cortisol inflames the body, including the prostate, and interferes with sleep quality, especially the deep sleep stages where testosterone and growth hormone are produced. I had a patient named Paul, 71. He went to bed watching the news every night and woke up every morning tired, anxious, and unmotivated. Once we replaced the news with deep breathing and 10 minutes of light stretching, everything changed. His energy returned, his sleep improved, and he even started having more frequent morning erections. Don't go to bed angry, anxious, or overstimulated. Develop a 10-minute wind-down ritual. It could be a warm shower, light stretching, prayer, journaling, or just sitting quietly. This is when your nervous system resets, and it's one of the best natural ways to protect your manhood. Bedtime habit 7. Skipping intimacy or healthy self-touch. This one's a bit more personal, but absolutely critical. A lot of men over 60 think that less sexual activity is just a normal part of aging. But the truth is, your body needs healthy arousal and sexual activity, whether through intimacy with a partner or healthy, respectful self-stimulation, to maintain function. When you go weeks or months without any stimulation, your body gets the message. You don't need this anymore. Blood flow decreases, sensitivity dulls, your nerves and tissues down there begin to shrink from disuse, a process called atrophy. More importantly, regular, healthy sexual activity supports prostate health. It helps release fluid from the gland, clears congestion, and supports hormone balance. And it triggers the production of dopamine and oxytocin, the same feel-good chemicals that help you relax, sleep deeply, and wake up energized. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying you need to be sexually active every night, but ignoring your body's natural sexual rhythm completely, especially if it's due to shame, misinformation, or fear, can quietly accelerate the very problems you're hoping to avoid. If it's been a while since you felt in the mood, don't blame yourself. Look at the habits like sleep, stress, diet, and movement. And if you need a starting point, even gentle massage, light touch, or just mindful breathwork focusing on your pelvic area can reignite those internal circuits. Let's quickly recap the 7 bedtime habits that might be silently damaging your prostate and weakening your erections after 60. Eating too close to bedtime keeps insulin high. Testosterone low, falling asleep with the TV or phone, kills melatonin. Weakens hormone repair, holding in urine, stretches your bladder. Inflames your prostate, sleeping on your stomach. Reduces blood flow to your pelvic region, skipping water, or drinking the wrong way. Leads to irritation and poor sleep, ignoring stress. Raises cortisol. Destroys testosterone and sleep quality, skipping intimacy or self-touch. Reduces blood flow and sexual function. Now, here's the good news. None of these are permanent. Every one of them can be adjusted, one small step at a time. And when you do, when you give your body the rest, rhythm, and repair it craves, you start waking up with energy. You feel more confident in your body. You restore the spark in your relationship. You become you again, not the tired version, but the vibrant one that's been waiting to come back. If any of these habits hit close to home, take action tonight. Even one small shift can start repairing the damage and restoring your strength. And if you want a complete roadmap to rebuilding your sexual health naturally, I've got something coming up next you won't want to miss. Tap that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new video. I make these for you because you deserve to thrive, not just survive. And before you go, leave me a comment. Which of these habits are you changing tonight? As always, stay sharp, stay strong, and I've got your back.